SDP, the Steve Dangle Podcast, with your hosts, Steve Dangle, Adam Wilde, and Jesse Blake.
Okay, so we're going to do this again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shoeless Joe's Creedski, baby! Woo! So excited that you're here. It's a Tuesday night, and you're here with us, and the game starts in an hour. We're going to be hanging out all night. Steve did bring a few books. He brought some books.
Exactly 11.
He brought 11 books.
And it was heavy.
If you're the 12th person to want a book, I'm sorry. Too bad.
That was all I had. I'm saying it was that or nothing. I'm sorry. That's it.
Yeah, boo! Boo this man.
You're making me bring out my parental tack. It's that or nothing.
You get what you get, and you don't get upset. Is
Oh,
what
that's a popular
my daughter learned in kindergarten. Guys, it's so awesome for you that you came here. It's so awesome for us that you came here. Is what I meant to say. And I wanted to start tonight, but yeah, no, it's
smooth.
You're lucky. We're here for you.
Yeah.
I just want to say that this kicks off some stuff that we're going to be doing with Shoeless Joe's over the long term. So I just want to say a big shout out to Shoeless Joe's for believing in SDPN, and I think they deserve a huge round of applause too. Whole staff here tonight. They want to put on a good show for you. So
Hooray for Joseph.
Yes, that's right. So let's start with this. Someone asked me last night. I was doing my live stream on SDPN, and somebody said, "Hey, tomorrow's the Ridley Grigg game. How much thought have you given that? How much thought do you think the Leafs have given Ridley Grigg?" And I had to think about it, and I realized that the Leafs actually haven't played the Senators in the regular season since the infamous Morgan Riley cross-check to the face.
Yes.
And I had to tell him honestly that I'd completely forgotten about it. And I'm wondering if you think that the Leafs are in that same headspace, or is he a target tonight?
Morgan Riley?
No. Well, Ridley Grigg or Morgan Riley.
See, Ridley Grigg's the one I think people forget because Leafs fans were so upset that Riley got suspended for so long. Is Ridley Grigg is the one who got cross-checked in the face. So that's probably the reason Leaf fans have forgotten about it. Like, the Leafs didn't really pay for that. He got suspended 5 games. They won them all.
Right.
They
won them all.
Yeah, they didn't really pay for it. Whereas the Sens, didn't make the playoffs. He cross-checked our guy in the face. It was at the end of the game. We didn't get to do anything about it. I think they're going to be chasing him around.
Yeah, no, Morgan Riley was the instigator here. He's
100%.
the one who should be worried about his head and some retaliation.
So is he a target tonight?
Oh, yeah, I think
Do you guys
so.
think, okay, let me ask you, to the one Senators fan who's here, your name is what? Because we're going to be coming to you.
My name is Ben.
Ben, everybody say hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
All right. Ben,
Hello,
it's like you're at a Tuesday night meeting, Ben. Hi, my name is Ben, and I'm a Sens fan. Hi, Ben. All right, Ben, so tell us, are you as a Senators fan worried about Morgan Riley, thinking about Morgan Riley, wanting revenge upon Morgan Riley? Yell it out. No.
You said no.
Wow. Now,
They need to win more hockey games in November.
They need to win more hockey games in November. Yep.
And that's kind of a thing, right? That's a bit of a running issue for the Senators.
It is. I mean, they beat the Bruins the other day, and it's like terrible. The worst person you know makes a great point.
Everybody's beating the Bruins, so I don't know if that's an accomplishment.
Well, perhaps not everyone. Oh, wait, no, the Leafs did get one.
The Leafs
they
did,
got
yeah.
one. Hooray. That was fun. I enjoyed that. It was a good night. Now, what I'd be curious is if the Leafs' next game against the Sens is in Ottawa, like maybe tonight is the eye of the storm. And, like, let's say the Leafs beat them. Sens on the way home are going to be like, all right, yeah, you know what? Let's get them. But maybe you ever get over something and then you realize you're not? Right. I think this could be that. This could be that. It's
So if it's
also
like 5-1 at the end of the third period, you expect maybe.
Oh, definitely. Like, yeah, if it's tight, you know what? No, we're professionals. We got some hockey games to win. Leafs are blowing them out, or the Sens are blowing them out. You know what? I don't need these gloves anyway. And they start punching each other in the head.
That's good. I like that. Okay. All right. Now, just so you guys know today, the Leafs and the Sens go into this season series. The Leafs lost the season series last year 3-1. Yeah. So there's the booze we were working on.
The
I like
Sens
that.
are about to blow that lead.
Yeah.
I hope.
3-1.
No one.
The scores are a little are interesting when you kind of go back and you look at it. The Senators beat the Leafs February 10th, 5-3, the Ridley Grigg game.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
The Senators beat the Leafs December 27th, late Christmas present, 4-2. The Senators lost to the Leafs on December 7th, 4-3. But on November 8th, which is almost a year to the day, they beat the Leafs 6-3. Why is it? And listen, the previous year, the Leafs did better against the Sens, but basically for the last 5 years, the Senators have been bad, the Leafs have been good regular season, and yet, when they play each other, the Senators seem to have the edge.
What were the dates of those games?
November 8th, December 7th, December 27th, and February 10th.
I need to know how many of those were early season Samsonov games.
Oh, that's a great point.
I like Sammy too. I like him better when he's stopping
Adam,
pucks, though.
you can click each one of those.
Yes.
Check who the starter is in each game.
All right. Let me have
If
a look
it's
here.
Sammy, Steve's on to something.
He was not particularly good. No, the Leafs, before Sammy even, have had a hard time in recent years keeping the puck out of their net against the Sens. It's not, they haven't had a ton of 2-1 nail biters where it's get them next time. It's they only die.
Yeah, but okay, I'm going to throw a theory out to you.
Okay.
Do you think Brady Tkachuk has something to do with the Sens getting up for every Leafs game? Do you think he embodies his brother Matthew, where he rises to another level when he knows there's stiff competition ahead of him and there's a rivalry game?
I feel like Brady Tkachuk has no trouble getting up for any game whatsoever. He might wear it on his shoulders a little more because he's the captain, right? I don't think it's necessarily about his personality. He has nothing against the Leafs or whatever. He's the captain of the Ottawa Senators, which means I'm the captain of this fan base, and this fan base hates this team.
Right, so I think it's the team. It's him getting up for this game because there's extra motivation because everybody hates the Leafs.
I tell you what, I want the Leafs to get up for this because I hate them too. And that's something that the Leafs of yesteryear have really struggled with, is getting up for games that we give a damn about.
Yeah, and the Sens have no problem getting up for those games.
Which is why they score 6 a game.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Was it all Sammy? Did you figure it out?
It's interesting.
That's so concerning.
None of them were Sammy.
What?
They were Martin Jones 3 times.
Oh,
He was good.
And Joseph Wall and Martin Jones, which means Joseph Wall was injured in one of those games.
so wait.
Or he got pulled.
It was
That's what
4 Martin Jones
I
games?
think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, except for there was Wall early, and then it was Wall, Martin Jones, and then Martin Jones, Martin Jones.
Got it.
Oh, wow.
All right. Listen, I'm not trying to make excuses for them. But, a little bit. A little bit.
By the way, we have a Sammy defender in the house.
Well, he could have used a few of those last year.
Yeah,
And that's why they went out and got Tanev and OEL.
good. That was good. That was quick.
It was quick. Thank you.
So listen, this year it's got to be a different thing. The Leafs are playing differently, and they have called up Alex Steves. As of now, I don't have. And who's Alex Steves, by the way? For anybody that doesn't know who Alex Steves is,
Best goal scorer in the AHL.
Literally. In 10 games, I believe he has 9 goals and 1 assist. What a goal suck.
It's unreal.
He's played, I want to say, in each of the last 3 seasons, or he's had a few cups of coffee with the Leafs. He hasn't scored his first NHL goal yet. I love a guy scoring their first NHL goal, so I badly want him to do it on this call-up.
I'm not sure he's playing tonight, but I think it's
I know.
worth it's worth noting.
I feel like if you call a guy up, you got to use him. I mean, they're not going to move heaven and earth to get Alex Steves in the lineup. But I think it's a little interesting that we talked about him literally last show. And was that yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes.
My wife told me today I've been dopey lately. And
Lately,
she's right. No, not lately,
Is
more
lately-
than usual.
Is lately since marriage, or
Since 2014.
yeah?
Yep. But no, the depth of the lineup needs offense, and he brings it. So why wouldn't you get him into it? I did pass a Leaf on the way here. And
An actual Toronto Maple Leaf.
yeah, and I didn't say hi because of last episode. Because
Oh.
I felt bad.
Who was it? Who did
It was Pontus Holmberg.
No way.
Because I was like, well, if you're going to get Steves in there, Holmberg's the obvious guy to come out of the lineup. And I walked by him. I didn't have it in me to be like, hello.
No.
Good luck tonight.
Steve, can we do Alex Steves trivia with you?
Let's do it.
So Alex Steves has 1 career point
It's an assist.
It's an assist, yes. Do you remember when and who it came against?
I'm pretty sure it was at home.
Yes.
Oh, man.
It's at home. You already know that.
It is an apple. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. That was 50-50. You're right. That's not that impressive.
That's 50-50, yeah. Great point,
It was
Drew.
home away, and
He would have played on the fourth line, I'm guessing.
That's irrelevant. What team?
What team?
What year?
Okay, so 2022?
2021.
Damn.
The 21-22 season.
21. Okay, so it was in front of people.
Yep.
I'm going to say against Tampa.
Chicago.
boo.
His next game was against Tampa.
Shoot!
You remembered in Alex Steve's game.
How many
done.
scored?
I don't know who was the goal scorer.
Click on the thing.
Nah, it's okay.
Do it.
It's okay.
It's fine.
So
It's fine.
if you were to say something to Pontus Holmberg on the street and not shy away from it, what would you say?
Hey, man. Good luck.
You actually might be one of the only people who knows what Pontus Holmberg looks like with a helmet on.
I was the only-
I couldn't pick him out of a line. I
No
don't
one
know.
was like mobbing him. Like you hear all this about Toronto and
Oh, it's so hard to play here.
everyone gets a commercial. Well, perhaps not everyone.
Yeah.
Like he's a handsome young man though.
Yeah.
Handsome
he's a
young man.
good-looking dude.
Good hair.
Yeah.
There you go.
Engvall is the answer. Engvall scored the
No.
goal that Steve's got the assist on.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Should have known.
Should have known.
Max Domi has not practiced in 2 days. Didn't practice Monday. Didn't practice today. Will play tonight. And yeah, oh boy, yeah, that's a problem.
He's. People might go after Morgan Riley tonight. Domi's not missing it.
Well, okay, why do you say that?
I'm going to set the over under at 4.5 penalty minutes for Max. Why do I say
Well,
that?
are we over or are we under? Smashing the over?
Over,
yeah.
Everybody's going up. Okay, all right.
Like, love the guy. Absolutely love the guy to death. He must lead the league in predictable penalties. Like,
He can't help himself.
he's about to get angry. He's angry. He's in the box. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good game. Good game.
Yeah.
David Savard, business decision. Didn't go him. Coward.
He's like twice his size, too. Savard is. And
Boo.
what a cowardly move.
Boo. It was poo.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like that.
Matthews, not playing. Not playing.
Boo.
Boo, boo.
Don't like that.
Yeah, well, we did get a woo over there.
Boo.
We get a non-leaf over there.
Yes.
All right. Matthews not playing. How concerned are we about the injury? Jesse Blake.
They keep telling us it's not a big deal, but he keeps being out of the lineup. But they're playing well, so you can't really complain.
Right.
I wish they'd let us know what it is, so we could have a concernometer on that, on what the injury is. But they're just saying upper body, and we don't know. So
Okay.
how can you be concerned with no information?
Okay.
Unless no information scares you, which I assume it does, Steve.
Concernometer, I'm putting at a 5.
Yeah, it's like halfway.
Upper body just makes me go, well, your wrists are part of your upper body unless you're difficult.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure where you count them as being. It sounded like he was going to be back tonight, didn't it?
Yeah.
It sounded like he was. Now he's not. If you're concerned, if you're a paranoid person, you're like, that's because he's really hurt. If you're an optimist, you're like, well, that's because they're killing everyone.
That's what I would think.
Yeah,
I think it's because they're doing great.
All right.
All right. Here, let me judge. Who's worried? Give me a woo if you're worried.
No. Sliding scale.
Sliding scale.
So Adam is not worried.
Uh-huh.
Jesse is worried.
A little
so
worried.
How make noise as the scale goes.
Okay, he's going towards Jesse right now. Okay. Oh, there's a little.
It got
a little worried.
It was right around here. I'd say the room is about a 6.5.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No, that's fair. Because the whole thing, when they put him on IR last Thursday, it was retroactive to the previous Monday. So he'd be eligible to come off of IR for today's game. And everyone's like, he's going to come off and
Right.
he'll be fine for Tuesday. And then now we're here and he's not off of IR. So there has to be a little cause for concern.
What is it? What?
Aren't you so proud of him?
Oh, I'm very proud of him. Are we not
so
proud of
proud
Jesse
of
Blake?
our work.
Reporter Jesse
Aren't you
Blake.
so
now?
proud
Yeah,
of journalist
IR.
Jesse Blake? Woo. Journalism with a capital Jesse.
That's right.
I'm just so proud.
Definitely.
Using words like retroactive.
Yeah,
Oh my
see,
gosh.
I like that. I like that. There's an adult in the room, finally.
yeah.
Now,
It's
I
so
want to
nice.
say this. There's a little bit of stuff. So Keith Pelly spoke today.
Okay.
And we are going to dive deep in it on the podcast tomorrow. But a big word came up, and I thought it was worth bringing up tonight. And the word is chemistry. How do we feel about chemistry? Team chemistry, not biology chemistry. We're talking about sit down on a first date and it's electric chemistry. You know what I'm talking about?
Chemistry between whom?
Well, interestingly enough, not the players. Keith Pelly said today at a sports conference just down the street, actually, that he sees that finally the Leafs have managerial chemistry in a way that they didn't have last year. What he said was the previous coach didn't really vibe with Treliving and Shanahan the way that Berube is. Now, I'm wondering, first off, of course, he ultimately signed off on the hire, so you would expect him to be like, yeah, it's the greatest hire ever. But also, is there a little bit of a kick to Sheldon there?
A little bit of a meh.
Okay.
Meh.
I mean, he wasn't even here with Sheldon.
The Leafs got to stop doing that, man. Because someone, who was it? Oh, yeah, it was stupid producer Drew. That's,
There he is, everybody. Boo this man.
Boo. It was producer Drew because he's like, this is going to come back to bite them when the Devils play the Leafs in the first round and knock them out. And I was like, you know what? Valid and possible, but I hate you for saying it. It wasn't necessary. And the Leafs, I keep bringing this up, but the Leafs have a track record of not worrying about you anymore once they're done with you. The way they treated Jimmy Vesey in the original Amazon documentary was horrible. Yeah. But it's because he's not on the team anymore. I don't give a damn about that guy.
It was the only footage they left in of them skewering a guy because he no longer was there. So they're like, yeah, leave it in. But everything else got taken out.
Yes, with the rumors we have heard of the interesting Willie stuff, interesting Marner stuff, the interesting Keefe stuff, even like. Okay, we're carving the guy now. Do we get the Keefe cut? Can we at least get the Keefe cut of the Amazon documentary? I want to see the Keefe cut. That'd be nice. I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
Okay.
I didn't think it was nice.
Okay, you didn't think it was nice.
I didn't think it was kind.
Is that a problem? Do you want them to be kind at that level?
No, not necessarily. It's just, you know what it is? We got to have a better barometer for when the team is feeding us bullshit. And tell me if this sounds familiar. Yes, I met with Sheldon Keefe for 17 hours. Who remembers that?
I do remember
Brad
that.
Treliving on his weirdo 17-hour hostage interrogation with Sheldon Keefe, and now we're all best friends, and that's why I didn't fire him. And oh, by the way, now he's fired a year later, and also we didn't gel together, and he's a piece of shit. What? I don't like that.
Watch your words here. We're in
I'm sorry.
We're not in the studio
Watch your mouth.
here.
Potty
mouth.
Can I say poo? I'm sorry. She said yes.
Do you think Keith Pelly was telegraphing keeping Brendan Shanahan? Because I think he's trying to warm up to the audience, right? He's trying to paint a great picture of the relationship of MLSE. But I think when push comes to shove, he'll do what he wants at the end of the season.
I think exactly what you said.
I don't think it really means anything.
I think exactly what you said.
It's a lot of word salad.
I think it's another thing that you hold on to when he fires him.
Yeah.
You're like, so that didn't mean anything.
I'll tell you this, guys. We've all worked, the three of us, under Keith Pelly. And I'll tell you that it doesn't really matter how much he likes you. If the job isn't getting done, you're gone. So I think it will come down to the playoff success on that one. But we'll leave it there because I know you're about to explode. Now, there's one more thing. One more thing I want to hit before we do a little Q&A and a little trivia and a little giveaways. You guys want to win some stuff, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay.
We have dolls.
Yeah, we do have dolls to give away.
Yeah, we do. I'd call them. That's what I would call them.
Action figures. Yeah.
The room is starting to smell so good, by the way.
Yeah,
Everyone's ordering food.
It's
I'm losing it.
Yeah. By the way, a lot of people ordering the cordon bleu, Jesse. You sold a lot of people on the cordon bleu.
Thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Thumbs up.
So here's what I want to ask. The next thing. Who saw the Pittsburgh game last night with Dallas? Did anybody? Anybody see the highlights? You guys need the recap of what happened? You guys know what happened in the first 20 minutes
I
of that
didn't
period?
need to. I saw Jesse Blake's video.
The Blake down.
Oh, yeah.
video.
I saw the Blake down.
6 goals. Yeah.
6 goals in 20 minutes.
I'm so
Before they
proud
hit
of
the
you.
first intermission,
I'm just so proud.
the Penguins were down 6-0.
Unbelievable.
The game ended 7-1. They pulled one goalie after 3 goals. The next goalie let in 3 goals.
In the same period.
In the same period.
The way Penguins fans, first of all, One of them tweeted at me yesterday, and they were like, "I will pay you $10 to make sure Adam never knows about this." And you had already tweeted about it, and I was like, "No, I could have used that $10." The way Penguins fans were talking about the team today and last night was so damn sad. Like, it wasn't flipping out anger. They lost to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver. It's not a good team that let you down. It's over. It's over. It's done. There's no more. I'm not even going to call it smugness about Crosby staying. He should stay. You know why? Because the team should still be good. They have Sidney Crosby. They have Evgeny Malkin. They have Chris Letang, who's maybe not in the same echelon as those guys anymore, but still, they have those two. You should be able to build around that. Before Dubas even took that job, what did I tell you guys? I'm like, that's one of the worst jobs in hockey to take right now, because you either have to use like sticks and pebbles to build around Crosby and figure it out and extend the contention window last time.
But not just build around Crosby and Malkin and Letang. And obviously Carlson now because he's there too, right?
Yes.
The Crosby thing was contingent on Malkin and Letang also being there.
Yes, like someone once said when the Leafs signed Patrick Marleau, like even though the contract was bad, it was guaranteeing they made the playoffs every year of the deal. And well, for the 2 years that he was here, yeah, they have Carlson. What? Like what? How aren't they? Like they're not close.
Right.
So it was either you have to maintain the contention window or you're the one who's responsible for dismantling the dynasty Penguins. And what was the report today? Everything's on the table except for Crosby?
I have it right here. Taylor Hassey of DK Sports in Pittsburgh says, a source told me earlier this week that Kyle Dubas has made it known to other teams that everyone is available except 87.
Do all the guys with no movements know that? Or
I don't know. He said, now, it's not for futures. They want to get actual players back because this will not be a tear it to the studs rebuild.
Oh, yeah, we're going to trade Malkin and get better. What are we
doing? He remains committed to winning with at least Crosby. Ownership made the promise to Crosby over the summer that the Penguins would be better this season.
That's a joke.
So they want to trade guys, and they want your guys, and they're going to get better.
That's a joke.
Well, that's what they think.
Every time a player clears waivers, I look towards Pittsburgh and go, are you sure?
They don't have the room. With what room, Steve?
Yeah, they can't claim anybody.
So how are they going to make any of these deals?
Yeah. Also, who's making lateral moves for guys who aren't good?
With the Penguins.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, one guy that they bring up is Marcus Pettersson. The Penguins have not called his people. There's an extension probably due, or he's going to be UFA. Can they move him, and can they get something back? I don't know.
What's the saying about GMs when you're doing poorly? They don't throw you life rafts, they throw you anvils or whatever. I'm sure Dubas's phone is ringing off the bloody hook because you got 31 teams lining up to fleece this guy because they're brutal right now, and he's desperate. You can't. Every team once a season, at least, is going to get their ass kicked. They surrendered 6 goals in one period at home. You can't do that. You can watch. Oh God, sign of the cross for tonight. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no.
No, he said it. No, I'm knocking on wood.
I didn't mean you literally can't do it. I'm very sure you can. But no, you put your thumb down.
Ben likes that. Ben, the Sens fan.
Like when things are already going poorly, you need to give fans like a sign. Like the Penguins win last night. If the score was reversed, the sun shining a little brighter in Pittsburgh, and you know what? Maybe they do turn it around. Maybe, they're in a hole right now. Maybe they climb out of it. Last night was dearly beloved. We are gathered here to mourn the loss of the Pittsburgh Penguins as we know them.
Their second dynasty, essentially.
Yeah.
Basically.
And I look at this too, and by the way, previous to that game, like right before it, it was announced that Tristan Jarry was called up from his AHL conditioning stint. There's crickets in this room. People are like,
How hard?
cool. That's good for him.
How hard do you think he had to like stifle a laugh?
I don't know. I mean, listen, he's going to be in the next game. He's got to be.
Yeah,
I would think so.
I would think so.
probably ought to be, huh?
Because last night there was no solace in any part of the game. There usually isn't. In
No,
a
they got
7-1.
one.
They got a goal.
And they got a goal. And I guess after the first period, it was tied 1-1. Second and third. But
You got to look
You know
at
what?
things in
there-
threes, Jesse.
The six
Process.
goals. The 6 goals. Some of them were on Bloomquist, who's supposed to be like, hey, Jari's not great, but at least we have Bloomquist. So he's not good.
He's on the team.
Nedeljkovic comes in. He allows 4. Awful. So there's no solace in the goaltending. Letang was terrible on like 3 of the goals. So defense sucks, and then the offense wasn't able to do anything.
And one of the guys they brought in, and this is going under the radar, but it's starting to gather more heat, is Matt Grzelcyk.
yeah, Matt
He
Grzelcyk
is
also awful on a few of the
cooked.
goals. Yeah.
Cooked.
Well, I always thought of him as like a decent depth defenseman on Boston, and then I read the lineup sheet. I'm like, he's on the first pair.
Yeah.
What's going on with this
Him,
team?
Ryan Graves, Letang had awful nights defensively. And
Every-
that's your core of your defense besides Carlson, too.
Every time someone clears waivers, I'm like, you should though.
Yeah.
You should, and they haven't.
They don't have the room.
Because Dubas already assembled all his guys. There's
Yeah.
no more guys to assemble.
There's nothing. So that's why them making these moves to get better, who's taking on your crappy players for anything that's going to help
And big
you
money.
improve?
Big money.
Yeah,
big money with
I don't
Graves.
know.
Big money with Jari. Big money with relative to his play, Grzelcyk.
The earlier they start the rebuild, the better.
Well, okay. So here's my question. Question for the room. You're Sidney Crosby right now. You've spent 19 years in Pittsburgh?
a long time.
Long time in Pittsburgh. It's the only city you've ever known as an adult. Are you sticking around for this? Yes?
We got a
Yeah.
we got a yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you know you're going to be done by the time they're good again, right?
So
Unless he's like Yager and he's playing until he's 46.
you know what?
He might.
There's a
Good point.
great story in a book that I should stop selling called Home and Away by Matt Sundin. And he talks about, I think it was, what was his last season in Toronto? 07-08. It was the first season of LFR. He talks about losing a game, coming into the locker room, slamming his stick on the table, probably broke it. He's got like tears in his eyes. He's welling up talking about what it means to be a Leaf and to win here. And he did that because, in his own words, he genuinely believed they could win. The 07-08 Leafs.
Who was their starting goaltender?
It was Vesatoskala and Andrew Raycroft, wasn't it? Or was that the next year?
Dark days.
It was Raycroft at least was on the team. Dude, Mats, you're in the Hall of Fame. That means you know hockey better than nearly everyone on the planet. And you thought the 07-08 Leafs could have done anything? That story, I was on a walk and it stopped me in my tracks. I'm like, that's why Crosby's still in Pittsburgh. That, like, he genuinely is like, you know what? I just need a few more bucks. I can make this a hit. So I think you should leave. Except I think I should stay. He thinks he can do it there. And, buddy, I don't think so.
It feels like he's going to retire a Penguin. Like, I know producer Drew loves...
I'd love to see him and
pie in
Nathan
the
McKinnon.
sky.
I would.
Hey, Crosby's
I
going to
would.
come to the Avalanche, all that nonsense.
I'd like it.
but I think he retires a Penguin. No matter how good or bad they are, he's going to stick it out.
There's no guarantee that even, like, ends happily, though. Because Shane Doan stayed with the Coyotes until he was 49, I think. And then he was mad at them when they didn't want to re-sign him. It's like, you're an old man. Retire.
No offense to Shane Doan.
He's not Sidney Crosby.
He's not Sidney Crosby.
That is the huge difference.
He was Arizona's Sidney Crosby, though.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
doesn't mean much.
No.
So, I don't know. If we're building a Mount Rushmore of all of hockey, Crosby has an argument to be up there.
Shane Doan with the Coyotes. Shane Doan with the original Winnipeg Jets. Shane Doan as an assistant manager with the Leafs.
Okay.
Not the same as Sidney
Not the
Crosby.
son.
Yeah.
Not
I
the
think he
same.
retires a Penguin. That's my honest opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm going to leave the rest of it because there's lots more to talk about, but we also have tomorrow, and we also have giveaways today and a Q&A that we always do. So What do we have? What do we have in the giveaway pile, guys?
Where were the giveaways?
There with all right.
Robert.
Jesse, you gonna do a little trivia?
Yeah, sure. Give me
Robert,
a second.
do you mind bringing up just some of them? We'll start. Oh, that's a spicy one to start with, Robert. Is that a David Pasternak? Oh no. Oh, we're not going to start with Pasternak.
We'll start with
We'll start with
Mark Stone.
Yeah. All right.
In one piece.
And we might have a Leafs. We have some Leafs gear here too.
Oh, we have a trade.
Yeah, shout out Trista, everybody.
We have a
Trista,
trade?
pull
We
this
We have
together.
a trade to announce.
Yeah.
we have a trade.
We have a
We
trade.
have a trade to announce.
Who made the trade?
He's announcing it.
The Caps have reacquired Lars Eller
Oh.
from the Pittsburgh
Penguins.
Penguins.
No way.
Wow.
For a 2027 third-round pick and a 2025 fifth-round pick.
Okay, what position do they
Sounded
play?
like a futures trade, didn't it? Yeah.
There you go.
I thought they weren't open to those.
Wow. We got it. What do you think?
Well, they're obviously freeing up cap space, the cap space that they don't have.
Right. To sign somebody off waivers. Good for them.
It's one thing Dubas has never bloody friggin' gosh darn had is any room to wiggle with anything because of all the not great players he signed to great
deals.
player money. Yeah, you should be. I haven't noticed Eller in like any game in a long time. So it's okay to move off of that deal. You get a third. Thirds are cool.
Yeah.
You get a fifth. Fifths are cool. Dubas loves a fifth. Can't wait till he trades down for 2 sevenths. But you need to win games now. You told Sid you would. Do you want to be the man known as a liar to Sidney Crosby? Yeah.
Ooh, you heard the people were like, ooh.
Damn.
Yeah, all right, now let's.
Yeah, I'm a dad now.
Sure,
I know
let's-
how to do that stuff.
Adam, do you want to be in charge of picking the person whose hand,
Yes, I
hand
will.
is up first?
I will take that responsibility.
All right.
All right, everybody, get ready. Get ready.
What is Lars Eller's number? Incorrect.
80. This is a family
Adam,
establishment.
you're in charge.
Family
Adam, you're in
establishment.
charge of the hands.
You know what? Not surprising. He's wearing a Habs jersey.
You have to pay attention to the audience.
All right. Go ahead. Anybody else? Anybody else? Wow. Okay, we got yes, sir.
No.
Not 11. 74.
No. 20. Who said 20?
Yeah!
Get up here.
Come on up.
You nailed it.
Come
giving
get
you
your
enough time to Google.
Come get your doll.
Also,
And also this too.
Yeah,
What was your name?
Ava.
Ava. Congratulations, everybody! Congratulate Ava.
congrats,
Adam-
Ava. Woo!
Well done, Ava.
Adam, who was that doll of and courtesy of who?
Mark Stone holding a Stanley Cup, courtesy of McFarlane Toys.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right. We mentioned him before. Pierre
McFarlane
Engvall.
Toys. by the
What's
way,
his
toys.
number?
Not dolls.
Jets jersey. Adam wasn't paying attention.
Sorry.
Current number with the Islanders. Incorrect.
Ooh, spicy.
Ooh, I don't think I know this
I don't know this one.
Bridgeport or New York? That's a good question.
Pierre Engvall's number currently with the Islanders. Incorrect. Anybody?
Nobody's got it.
18.
Hey,
Get over here.
All right.
Show the
Congratulations, you got yourself a David Pasternak, Destroyer of Dreams, and this very lovely Leaf scarf too.
Something
Courtesy
to
of
burn
Shoeless
and
Jones.
something to wear. I'll let you decide which. Yeah. Oh, another Mark Stone. And should we do that?
We should.
separate?
We'll do that separate.
We're gonna save
Well-
that Austin
Yeah.
Matthews jersey giveaway for later.
All right. This one's a little easier. What is Brady Kachuk's number? That's correct. Well done. Get up here.
Congratulations. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna hold off on that for a sec, Rob. We're gonna do a little Q&A. Producer Drew is gonna walk around the audience, and if you have a question for anybody on the STP, put your hand up, and Drew will come over to you.
Samilton.
Obviously, you guys know Pittsburgh obviously might rebuild, but if this is an all-in year for the Leafs, why not go get Evgeny Malkin?
Well, they do
With
need a
what
center.
money?
Yes, with what money?
What money?
Is it, what? It's the NHL. Who cares? Who cares? No, you figure it out. So, you are getting to the evil part of the Penguins' downfall is when they finally do make the decision to tear it down. We get to pick at the body. And Evgeny Malkin, I mean, I think every TSN and Sportsnet insider is about to kick down the door of this place to congratulate you for starting that. Yeah, I think he could play third line center. I think he could do it.
Yeah.
No, that would be
And what's Gino like in the playoffs?
a criminal, I think. Like an actual illegal should be in jail person.
Right.
He's
Vicious.
a vicious, violent player who scores. And what building has he scored in more than in Toronto? It'd be nice. Get home ice advantage, get Gino, and I think you might win the cup.
There you go.
How
Next
often
question.
do you hear me talk about the Leafs
Next question.
like that?
We'll go with the Sens fan in the back here because we've given him a little bit and he's been fun.
Oh, Gino in a Leaf uniform. I'm going to act
I
up.
think so. For something like that to happen, something bad would have to happen to the Leafs. Like you'd have to have Matthews or Marner on
Out for an
LTIR.
extended period of time or something? Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to be Vegas where something's
Or
out.
you
know?
figure it out. Cap's only $6 million.
Where's $6 million coming from?
Well, what if it's 3.5? What if they retained Jesse Blake? We must think.
I am not appreciating your lack of imagination.
Yeah, exactly, man. He could be Liljegren level. All right.
All right, just two quick ones, very quick.
Oh, two. All right.
Did you know, going back to the Ridley-Gregg conversation, him and Brady Tkachuk are playing on the first line tonight?
Oh, I did
I
not.
like
And then,
That will be fun.
That's an annoying first line.
yeah. Who do you three have scoring tonight, and why is it Noah Gregor?
I like that. For the Sens, Brady's getting one tonight, I think.
Underratedly, Michael Amadio. He's on the Sens now, right? Yeah. I feel like he scored in every Vegas game he played against the Leafs. It was so annoying. And Ridley Gregg because it's funny.
What about the Leafs?
Willie 3 times.
Nice.
Is Alex Steves in the lineup?
No, he's not.
No.
Doesn't look like it. No, it looks like it's Connor Dewar.
You know what? Robbie, about time. Nick Robertson.
Yeah.
About time.
He got
About
one
time.
the other night.
Yeah, just
when he got the belt, right?
No, it didn't count.
It was disallowed.
Yeah.
That stunk.
Drake Batherson scores tonight. And
See, the Sens are at a point where everyone is a Leaf killer. I'm like, oh, Drake Batherson, he always scores games. Oh, yeah.
Tim Stutz, he always
Like, no, it's just they score
I
6.
think JT.
John Tavares.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
The amulet.
I like
Yes.
that.
What does that make the final score? Leafs win. Hooray.
All right, next question. Hands. Oh, we got it. All right.
So first off, go Habs go.
Not even playing.
Second off, I don't disagree actually. Second off, if you could make any realistic trade this year to improve the Leafs, what are you doing? All three of you.
Gino Malkin. Sorry.
You said realistic.
We need a 3C. We've needed a third line center since the start of the year.
Lars Eller.
Ryan O'Reilly would be great. Hey, maybe.
If they start that rebuild, I'd do it again.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
This time he'd have to stay.
You know you can win a series with him, at very least. You know, unless it's one of the big two, I don't go to Pittsburgh for help in that department.
No.
A Bunting reuniting would be fun. Like,
That's interesting.
help the left. Nola Chari,
I like
it's a lot of fun.
It doesn't have to be Pittsburgh. It can be anywhere.
I know it doesn't have to be Pittsburgh, but that was the first place my mind went.
Stamkos?
Stamkos, stop
Drew
it.
says
Producer Drew. No, you know what? Let's talk about another bottom feeder like the Avalanche. So I like Casey Middlestat. I think I'd get Casey Middlestat. Yeah, he'd
Jesse,
be pretty good.
what do you think they need?
I'm trying to think because you got to go through like the teams who might suck who have pieces. So I lean to a team like the Islanders who are struggling right now. I don't have Puckpedia in front of me, so I don't know who their UFAs are, but I think the Islanders might have pieces the Leafs could steal.
Which one of you clowns keep saying Brock Nelson? That's you, isn't it?
I like Brock Nelson.
There it is.
What about Josh Anderson?
Josh Anderson?
No, stay
He's
away.
your problem.
Yeah,
No,
that's your problem.
No.
All right,
Although
people.
there's another guy who scores in Toronto.
Next question. Drew's working around. He's working his way around the room. Yes, sir, your name?
Ritvik.
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey. So Steve, nice to see you on this side of Young Street.
Barely.
It took a while to get past.
It's right over there.
Several blocks past Yonge Street. It's rare.
West is west, man.
So my question is, forget about like all the contract situation. I'm proposing a trade. Marner, sorry.
Oh, it's a good start. Forget about the most important thing.
Yeah, like don't worry about the salary and the years remaining and all those things.
Yeah, none of the details.
Just
I like
a
this.
person-to-person trade. Marner for Brady Tkachuk. Would you do it?
Marner for Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah. Would you do it?
Oh man.
My immediate answer is no.
It's tempting though.
But it is. It's not. It's
Sure
not a
is something
hard
that-
no.
I'd look at it.
It's a soft no.
Yeah. I would look at that. Listen,
I don't give you a yes. I won't go as far as a yes.
Hard yes.
But I think I mumble like a, come on, man.
Stop making me do that.
Drew, last question. And by the way,
What's your answer?
oh, I would do it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would do it. I think he's exactly what they need. I love Brady Tkachuk so much. Wow. Yeah, I do. I love Mitch Marner too this year. He's tougher.
Can I change my answer there? It's like, do you like Jenny? No. Do you like Natasha? No. Do you like Sarah? No. That's how I feel about that trade proposal.
All right, last one here. And by the way, we're going to be around all night. We're going to be giving away stuff in the intermissions and that sort of thing.
We still have a lot more time.
So
on
there's a
the
lot.
show.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
we got,
6:45.
No, we got like 15 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, we got time.
cool.
Let's keep going. Drew, who do we have? Hi, what's your name?
Hi, Lily. This is not a hockey question, but as a newer listener, I was wondering, Steve, what prompted you to start saying thank you in sign language at the end of LFRs?
Great question.
Yeah. What made me want to say thank you in sign language? I don't know. It's just a thing you can do that takes no effort and it's nice. That's really it. That's really it. There's been a few things. People have been like, "Why do you do this?" I don't know. Why wouldn't I? And I'm always surprised by how much that means to people because it's literally just one thing at the end of every video, and it's probably the most common sign that like literally everyone knows. I don't know any others. I mean, just beyond the crude fingers and stuff like that. But it seems to. I started it as something where I was like, why wouldn't I do this? And now I do it because it makes a lot of people happy.
Follow up. Why are you such a great guy?
Jesse, I'm glad you asked.
Schnuggums.
I think it's because I'm surrounded by great people. I'm so proud of you.
All right. Our friend here with the Philadelphia Flyers jersey, your name is?
Matt.
And Matt is wearing a Claude Giroux jersey. Does that mean you're cheering for the Senators tonight?
No.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure.
I
We
need to get
know
out
where you
here
stand.
one piece, so no.
Okay.
I know my question, with Bill Daly emphasizing all the tampering concerns he has, who is the first GM to lose a draft pick, and why is it Kyle Dubas?
You know what? I think that's a good question. They would make an example of a newer guy, for sure. Because the way that the league is run is a mafia-adjacent gang. And I don't mean that in like a criminal way. I mean that in the if you show Gary loyalty, Gary will show you loyalty. I don't know if you guys saw today. Ken Holland is out of work, and now he's hired by the NHL as a consultant because the NHL was dying without Ken Holland's knowledge. They need him. And that's
You see John Scott, he's like, now they're just making titles
yeah,
up.
right.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
And so, but this is the thing. The way that it's run is that if you show Gary loyalty, he will be loyal to you forever. This is what I'm hearing from people. It's Trumpian, yeah. And if you don't, then you'll know.
So, you know what we could do is start with who's safe.
Lou
Done.
Lamoriello,
Lou Lamoriello ain't getting fined for tampering.
I think I have an answer.
give it to me.
I think it's
Like,
going to
who's
be
first?
who's going to get called for this because you mentioned something about how they're going to pick on the new guy. Who's the newest guy who loves his calculator? Eric Tulsky.
Eric
Thank
Tulsky.
you. That was going to be
In
my
Carolina.
answer. In Carolina, who was just appointed new GM, first-time GM. It's only been like a summer.
And it's not just Tulsky, assistant GM Tyler Dello. They can't
Oh,
wait
yeah.
to screw that guy.
And what is Tulsky the poster boy for?
Computers.
Newfangled
Nerds.
analytic nerd hockey. So I think the NHL is going to be like, you tampered, even though he didn't.
And
Even
I
though
don't-
everybody else did.
I don't think they like the owner very much. Oh boy,
They're going to ding Tulski.
That's checking all the boxes, dude.
Yeah.
Damn,
Ooh.
Jesse, good answer.
Good
You like
answer.
That?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I like
All
that.
right, there you
Drew,
go.
where are you right now? Any other questions?
Anyone else?
Oh, we got some in here, but Drew, are you going to the back room?
Here you go.
Run over, Drew.
I'm still thinking about that. That was a great answer.
Good answer, yeah.
About the deserve to.
Interesting O-meter?
Deserve to interesting?
Worry o-meter
Deserve to
about,
worry
about,
o-meter,
about
yeah.
the
There's a lot of meters.
injury to Matthews. Do you actually believe that the Leafs will not make the playoffs?
What?
Oh my God! No! I.
So then
I
why
mean,
does
the
it
Leafs
matter then?
Damn. So the point they're making is the Leafs are
Hold
the
on.
best team in the
How
league.
do you feel about that logic bomb that was just dropped at your feet?
Well, you can tell I'm sputtering.
If Matthews missed the
swimming
entire
so hard right
regular
now.
season and was ready for game one of the playoffs, do the Leafs make it to the playoffs without him?
Think of all the trades they could make with that cap space, too.
That'd be nice.
LTIR him for a whole year?
That's why I hate the cap. It's the best goal scorer in hockey, and we're like, yeah, but that cap space. Man, that could be like a third liner.
If he sat from today till April, they still locked into a playoff spot?
Yes.
Nah, I don't know about locked in.
I don't
I don't
know.
know about locked in.
Yes.
Because you're an injury away from disaster.
Yeah, but you've got, hey, guys, we have a goalie. I don't know if you guys know this.
We have two.
We might even have two. And then we got a defense core and the forwards, which was different. So I think they're fine.
Yeah, their record without
Really
Matthews
good, yeah.
would have gotten the President's Trophy last year. That was your
So you're
stat.
saying it's sustainable?
Yeah, it's totally.
yeah.
Well, what's crazy is it's over 57 games.
Right. But like,
That's so many games. It's not as many as 82. Not as many.
I think it's different. It's a full season, right?
Yeah.
I'm not willing to just pencil them into put them in marker.
I would pen it in.
Yeah,
I would
in?
grease pen that in.
Damn.
Sharpie me, baby.
Damn.
They're in. And not only that, they're not wild card. They're a top three.
Then why do they have him?
Oh, because then they could win other stuff.
Jesse's asking the real question.
Well, then why not trade Matthews for parts?
You know what? You're right. Why not trade the best player
I
they've ever
think
had?
we just figured out how they get Malkin.
Wow, brilliant.
I think we just figured
They
it out.
clearly don't need him.
They're about to get him.
All right.
They could get two Malkins and then some.
Where's Drew?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Any other questions? Anybody else?
They could get two Malkins and a Chari.
So we got Natalie at the front here. We got somebody at the back as well. Oh, who do we have?
Corner.
All right. Oh, back in the corner. Hi, guys. Sorry about that. What's your name first?
I'm Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Hello.
Which team do you think is going to panic buy for a goalie first?
It
has to be a contender. Right?
Panic by a goalie?
Colorado.
Colorado, yeah,
Colorado's a good
I
one,
think so.
yeah.
Because they actually can't miss the playoffs, right? They even with the injuries, you're wasting a year of Nathan McKinnon in his prime. You can't miss the playoffs. Colorado, I don't think Eustace Annunen, as much as he's been great on my fantasy team, I don't think he's Drew, you answer this one.
Colorado's the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the answer. I'm going to throw in Philadelphia, not because they need to win, but because John Tortorella might kill a man. Might kill a man. I'm going to throw the Christmas sweater right over there.
All right. Hello. Your name?
John,
Hey, how are you?
would you trade the Matthews, Nylander and Marner for the Kachuk brothers?
Nylander
Oh, that's not an immediate no.
and No. At their current cap hits, the brothers.
Oh no.
I don't know. Toronto without
I
Willie?
didn't know.
I'm sticking with Willie.
Oh, you need Willie.
I'm
You need
sticking
the
with
attitude.
Willie.
You need the attitude.
There were two people in that, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys caught that.
I'm sticking with Willie, is what I said.
Said what he said, Steve.
This might have to be a new feature of the live shows. Bring us your fake trade proposals.
Yeah.
and do we accept or turn them down?
Can we pry Marner and Nylander off of your team? GM Steve.
The Kachucks have more playoff series wins, and Brady's never made it. So
Do we have the last giveaway?
We can. I think we're gonna say we'll save the Matthews jersey. We're gonna save
Okay,
it
okay.
because we do have a Matthews jersey. I don't know if you guys want one of those. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna be.
anyone need a napkin?
Yeah. So we got things to give away throughout the game. First intermission, whatever. One more question. Yes, sir.
How are you?
Good, man. Good.
Was that the question?
No.
That
was
easy.
Great question.
No. This might just be a perspective thing, but it seems like the Leafs are hiring more hometown people for both management and players. And do you think in general that's a good thing, or like do you want people who want to be here?
It's pretty hard to find a team in the NHL that doesn't have somebody from Toronto or Southern Ontario on it. To be honest, like it really is. Like it's one of the meccas of hockey is this strip that we live in, from Ottawa down to Windsor. But I do think it's important, right? I think you need to know what winning here would entail. Like Sheldon Keefe said it. He's in the real NHL, which is the NHL where it doesn't matter as much. I don't know that it matters as much in many other markets as it does here.
I just feel like some of our greats from like recent memory or like just in our lifetime have been people who had to learn what it would mean here, right? Like Austin is not from here. Willie is not from here. Those are the two.
Mats wasn't from here.
Mats was not from here. Wendell was not from here.
But Doug was.
Doug was
Mitch
from Kingston.
Who else was he cheering for? Is it the Senators growing up?
Probably not.
Exactly.
No,
The
I know, but
Canadians?
like it's
What
still
about
it's still
Montreal?
not
Well,
here.
he was a Leaf fan though.
Like it's not right in the thick of it.
Okay.
Right.
It's not the GTA.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Love Kingston, but it's not Kingston. Are you the greater Toronto area? Like
Eventually.
yeah. When we get high-speed trains.
We're getting bigger,
Yeah.
so
We're almost there. I think some of the pressure, a lot of the pressure, comes from within. And, what it would mean to... I think a lot of the stuff we yell at the team as fans, all of the local guys know. They're the ones, like, scan the bench next Game 7. Look at who's pooping the most bricks. It's probably the local guys, right? And that's the reason.
all right, there you go. Good question.
I don't think the 50-year gap helps.
No, the 50-year gap
Oh,
between
yeah.
championships doesn't
All
help.
the
You're right.
losing is bad.
You're right.
wrap.
So, you know what? We'll wrap it up here. Guys, the Senators and the Leafs are about to come on, and I just want to say big shout-out to the Shoeless Show staff here tonight. If you can give them a big round of applause. And tip well.
The Steve Dangle Podcast. Follow the guys on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, at Adam WYLDE, and at Jesse Blake. Connection complete.